Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hardcore Heroes. How you doing, Nick?
Hello, Neal. Yes, I'm well. Hello, chat.
Wonderful.
No, I'm not in Roll20 or anything. I'm sorry.
Been sitting here.
I know.
We've been sitting here on the bench talking for how long now? And
Like 20 minutes, yeah.
it's okay, guys. It's okay.
Getting there quickly, though.
So last we left Malakai, he had a mansion, the old Dudley estate.
Well, I've just finished watching the show, so I could give a recap.
Oh, please.
Okay, so I just did get done watching it. I didn't want to miss anything, I wanted to make sure that I was on form.
Mm-hmm.
So we started in about 4 weeks after, or 2 months after Van and Jeeves and Malakai arrived in Bontheris.
Mm-hmm.
And we set about getting the mansion built. So for about 2 months, we just sat around in one of the inns, got drunk. And then at the end of those 2 months, Van decided to go off on his holy quest. I'm not sure about the specifics, clearly. But Malakai was left alone. So I set about trying to get to know the people in the town. So I met some interesting people. Right, there's Kel Delude, who is the captain of the guard. There's the archmage of the Baroness called Lydia, who's a diviner. There's a female evoker who owns a magic shop called Brenda or something.
Brudella,
yeah. And yeah, so I wanted to speak to the Baroness. So I spoke to the guard captain, asked him if there was any monsters I could kill. He said that there was problems with giants on the road to Gumbrun. So I thought I'd head out down there and see if I could deal with that. So I went to Ditchwater, which was the last town on the road. Met some merchants there who were gathering more men to pay for mercenaries to cross the dangerous hills where the giants are. But I decided to go there myself, flew around as an eagle, found some sleeping giants that turned out to actually be dead. Then spent a couple of nights in the forest, cast Animate Dead on a baby giant, which walked around as a zombie with me for a bit, so tested the limits of the spell. Had some bad dreams about Aldrich. And then headed back to town. Oh, and cut the ears off the giants, and then went back to town and took credit for killing them. Met with the Baroness, bought her a pot that was engraved with Matarvan naked men that she liked. One of the merchants in Ditchwater sold it to me. And I offered my services if she needed anything doing, anything killing or magic-y stuff being done. And that's where we left off.
Okay. So here you are.
Here I am. So I've been doing some... actually, Neal, can we do whatever it is we do to make the echo a bit better? It's more noticeable when it's only me speaking.
How's that? Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you, and that's much better.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, that's better.
Cool.
Okay. Let me look at Roll20. Where are we? So I sort of spoke to people in the Discord, tried to work out maybe what I could be doing. And I think to do anything that I need to do, I really want to research that teleportation circle spell that we spoke about a while back. Do you remember?
I do. Yes.
Yes. But to do so, I need books.
You do. And I think you know a place where there might be books.
I know a few places where there could be books. So one, Lydia has books, but I don't know how many. And she doesn't seem to want to give them to me, so...
Are you going to start killing people and stealing their books?
No.
You just got to this town.
Not if it can be avoided. So the options I've got are Aldrich's Tower in Shirebrook, Georg's Tower in Misty Rapids, potentially all of the wizard towers in that part of Thornwood as well, probably. Shame that I don't know about... I don't know, did Georg take all the books and bring them in his library from the vampire woman in Thornwood? Who knows?
Who knows?
He probably did the same with Cauldron as well, but I don't know that. So there's a... I think they told me Tassel, Cauldron, Misty Rapids, Thornwood, Shirebrook, Newfort were all destroyed. So potentially books in all of those places, depending on if the Drakis army has got there yet. But then also there's the Griffin Tower, north of Rockwave. as well. So looking at that, right, I think I could get a boat and go to... Could a boat go from Bontheris to... Let's see. Where is Bontheris now? I'm getting lost on the map. Okay. I can't get to Tassel from Bontheris, can I? No.
No. You'd have to go all the way around the continent.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But I could go to Newfort, and then I could go to Shirebrook. And then I could walk from Shirebrook to Thornwood and Misty Rapids. In fact, if I go to Shirebrook, I could walk to Thornwood, Misty Rapids, Newfort, and fly over to Rockwave as well. So maybe a boat to Shirebrook. Let's see what's left there. We kind of left rather hastily. Don't know if it's still going to be overrun by demons or not. It could be. But... Oh, maybe I could cast Clairvoyance over it at some point to get a view as to what's going on down there. So maybe I'll do that. That seems like a good idea. So here are my spells from last time. Let's do this again. Is there any way to make the text box in Roll20 bigger? Where you type?
You can drag it to the side. It'll make it wider, not taller.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't want it. Okay, let me look at my spell list for a little second. Do you know if the one on Regal Goblins is updated?
I don't know.
Okay,
did you get new spells last session?
No.
Then it's probably fairly up to date.
Yeah.
It's got 2 level 5 spells. I think that's all you've got. So
yeah, that sounds pretty up to date.
Yeah. You're also not in the audio, the Fro audio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's alright, we're not... No, it's not Fro, is it? How was I meant to know that I was meant to be here?
I guess if someone hasn't told you explicitly what to do, then you shouldn't be responsible for it.
That sounds like what I was getting at. What else did I used to take at level 2? Mirror image, invisibility. Yes.
I don't know. I have no idea what your spell composition typically is.
Irritation, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Or maybe that. I think probably just having 2 invisibilities is probably good. So let's take Clairaudience. Clairvoyance, sorry. Sorry, I know usually I'm not used to holding the show up while I do this because usually Sean's speaking, but
yeah.
You'll have to bear with me, yeah. Okay, so I'll take Lee's, generally, and I'll start thinking, so I'll spend today trying to find out about getting a ship, but I will open the day off by casting Clairvoyance on Shirebrook.
Okay. So you're doing it in the air above Shirebrook, right? As kind of like a satellite imaging thingy. Yeah.
And I guess I'll center on the central area of town and the keep. They're pretty near to each other, right?
Yeah. So you get a top-down view of Shirebrook, the lovely seaside town with so many fond memories for you, and
yeah.
Where does it go? And there's not really much left of Shirebrook. I mean, clearly there's stones in place, and there are walls, and there are what you would call buildings, but they're all remnants of these things. It's all leveled and destroyed, and there's little bits of like smoldering smoke from fires that have probably been burning for weeks because there's just not enough air to properly feed it, and so it just smolders forever.
Even the keep destroyed.
The keep is not like flattened, but you can see that it's been badly damaged. The gates surrounding it are wrecked. The front door, I guess you probably can't see it from your top-down view, but the keep is damaged. You can see where parts of it have been pulled down. There's broken glass lying on the ground around it.
What about the tower? The wizard tower?
Mostly intact. It's suffered damage, but it's there.
So unless somebody's been in and ripped all the books out or set it on fire, it's probably okay. So that sounds pretty good. There's no demons walking around, or?
No demons.
Sweet. All right, that settles it then. So I will finish up my spell. I cast armor. I won't cast stone skin, and I will. I guess I should check on Jeeves and the dwarves. Are they still? They're still going at it, right?
Yeah, we could maybe skip ahead in time a little bit for the dwarves to be finished with their work.
Okay, yeah, it's like a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So I'll go head down into the laboratory then, or the underground bunker thing that I've built. And check it out. Have they destroyed everything in the process of placing the walls?
They have whatever they've destroyed. They've replaced and rebuilt. It looks fine. It looks actually quite good. You've got this silver and lead everywhere, and you've got this nice little protected room that people can't scry on, and it feels safe and cozy down here. The silver walls have a nice ring to it, so when your voice echoes back, it has a more pleasant quality than when it was just bouncing off of hard stone.
Great. And I assume I've got some nice empty bookshelves.
Yep.
Great. So the whole room's silver plate. The whole underground bit is protected from scrying, right?
Yes.
Marvelous. So I guess in my mind, I'm eyeing up where I'm going to put this teleportation circle when I finally manage to put my ideas to paper. But first, I'm going to need to do some research. So it spares me on, because right now this room's not much use to me. So I gather my things and I head down to the docks to check on hiring ship.
Okay. You head down to the docks, and I'm not really sure what you spent this last week doing, or last couple of weeks doing, but I don't think it was spending a lot of time down by the docks, or maybe even in town at all. I see you as more, not a recluse and not a hermit, but definitely maybe not super involved with the goings-on of the local area.
Not with the peasants, at least.
Yeah, so you get down to these docks, and you see about a dozen ships floating out in the bay that don't normally sit out there. They are flying flags of the royal family here in Drekis. And down in the dock area itself, you see a lot of sailors and a lot of soldiers standing around, chumming it up with one another. Giving whistles to anyone that walks by. You find yourself the subject of many cat calls about your robes and, hey, oi, look at the gray skin guy. Oi, gray guy, oi.
No, I didn't cast stone skin yet, so.
All right, well then, look at the guy with the funny robes,
Fair, and the staff and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
So, using my natural 17 intelligence, I presume that, I kind of know this because of William, I think, but I presume that maybe the King's army is going to Eridon. Because I think Lydia was asking me about the defenses in Shirebrook's Keep as well, about whether there was traps in there. So I'm a little bit worried that that's what they're doing, but I'm also worried that hiring a ship to get out of here is probably going to be difficult now. So I guess I will mosey on up to one of these soldiers who is, trying to talk to me. And I'll go up and say, hello there,
hey,
soldier.
fancy girly. How's your dress taking you?
You're that deprived of women that you see me as one?
Oh, look at the big mouth on this guy.
Do you know where you guys are going?
What are you, some sort of spy?
Well, the accent. I am from Eridon, but no, I'm not a spy. Hey, maybe I could speak to your commanding officer. Is there someone more important I could speak to?
More important than you? Just about everyone here.
No, I sort of just start ignoring him and say, excuse me, is there an officer?
someone comes over. Looks like a junior officer. Kind of sweating, a little bit stressed. Comes over and goes, "What? Huh? Yes.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
I'm the officer in charge. Man, stand down. It's okay."
My name is Malakai. I wonder if, and I appreciate military secrets and all that, if you men are heading to Eridon, because I myself are from Eridon, and I am a wizard, and I would love to partake in any way I can to help, if there is a commander or someone I could speak with.
The soldiers standing nearby give a ooh sort of whistle, and the junior officer seems a little shaken by this and goes, "I can't tell you where we're going, but maybe you can help us." And
Maybe.
starts kind of pulling you away from the other soldiers with their incessant yelling. You're from Eridon, right? So, what part?
The eastern coast. No, well, Newfort, near there.
Well, we can't really be taking civilians with us wherever we're going. But why are you heading back there? What's your game?
So I was a proud citizen of Eridon,
Yep.
and I hate to see what happens with all the demons. But I make my home here now, and I'm keen to help in any way I can.
So you're from Newfort then, huh? Have you ever been inside the keep?
I have, yes.
Well, perhaps we can take you with us. My name is Lieutenant Dan.
I don't.
You are?
Malakai.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, sure. Let me talk to my commanding officer and just wait here. And the lieutenant kind of scurries off, a little panicked, a little confused, leaving you down by the docks for a few minutes by yourself before people show back up.
Okay, yeah. So I guess I try and avoid the gaze of the soldiers and keep to myself.
Okay.
And I want to see. I'll just have a look out into the dock. Does it look like there's any civilian captains around?
Give me a charisma check to warm up the dice.
Okay. Let's see what my charisma is. 10, clearly. 28.
Oh, quite nice. Yes, you do spot some civilian captains down there. They're staying far away from the military officers and the soldiers. Really, they're just in the pub across the street. And they're sitting outside at a table. Looks like there's 3 ship's captains all out there. You can see the lines they've got across their shoulders.
So I quickly, while the guy's running away, I head over to them and say, "Gentlemen, you're captains, right?
They nod.
Could you still get your ships out of the docks if someone had the right coin?"
They nod and lean in.
What if I wanted to go to Shirebrook?
Ooh. 2 of them, of the 3, get up and kind of look around and just walk away from the table, leaving you with one of these other captains, a gentleman who does not give you his name yet.
Okay, so I say to him, "I'm just currently talking to the soldiers over there. I'll come back here and meet you for a drink inside the tavern in 20 minutes or something."
Sure.
Okay. And then I put a gold coin on the table and say, like, buy yourself a drink while you wait. And then walk back and wait for the guy to come back.
Okay. Dan comes back, Lieutenant Dan, scurrying back and says, "So, it seems that we would very much appreciate a map of the inside of the keep and any other pertinent information, especially relating to the treasury and armories and personal effects of the former dwarven lords."
Okay, so I have been in the keep, but I haven't explored it. So I will, from my best memory, draw the outline of the keep as I know it, just on a map. I mean, I've got cartography skill, so
Yep.
I attempt to make it look relatively professional.
Sure, give me an int check just to see how much you can remember of the keep.
Yeah. 24.
Very nice.
So I draw like a little bit of a map before I say, I only went to the main room a few times, but these are like the corridors, and these are the different entrances to the keep itself. Yeah, and I say I didn't notice any traps. There was no complications in getting inside the keep. What else did you say you were interested in? The treasury.
Treasury, personal effects of the lords and ladies.
Afraid well, actually, do I know anything about Count Ironhide's like regalia? Did he wear like a crown, a scepter?
Yeah, he had a silver crown that he had. I don't think there was anything else. He maybe had some armor or something, but I don't think he was decked out.
Okay. I say to him, when you get there, if it's safe and you do manage to loot the keep, there was a wizard that resided in the keep. Did Count Ironhide did have a wizard, right, Neal?
I think they all do, yeah.
Yeah, I say, if you recover his books, I'd be willing to pay for them.
His books?
Yeah, the wizard's books. If he's got a library, don't burn them. You might as well sell them to me if you find some.
I will. Yes, I will take note of that.
Okay.
I unfortunately, of course, we may not be ever getting to Newfort, but we there's no room for civilians on our ship.
I understand. That's fine.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Just be careful of the demons. If you see them.
I don't think there are any demons in Drekis, sir.
No, but in Newfort.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
And then I say to him, I say, well, look, if you see the little ones close to the ground, they try and like jump on your face and go into your mouth. So don't let them do that. But when you attack them, they turn into bigger ones. So
what do you know about these demons?
Just try and kill them quick. That's what I'm saying. If you see the little ones, try and kill them quick. Keep your mouth closed.
How do you know about them?
Because I was in the area when it happened. That's why I'm here. I saw people get. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it was they were doing to those people, but it was nothing good.
The lieutenant kind of gives you a quiet nod and takes a few steps backwards and spins on his heel and walks away.
Okay. Not giving too much away. Enough to help them, though,
Yeah.
So I head back to the tavern and walk inside. If the captain's still outside, I sort of give him a nod as I walk in.
Yeah, no, he's inside somewhere. And when you get in and start looking around, a waitress comes up and taps you gently on your elbow and motions to a small staircase on the side that leads up to a private room.
Fantastic. Head into the room with the guy.
Okay. You're up here with our ignominious captain. It's not my notes. These are my notes. Okay. So the captain's here. He's got a brownish beard with a few streaks of silver running through it, short cropped hair, weathered face. Looks like he's spent a lot of time in the open air.
Yeah.
And kind of a lazy eyelid over his left eye. Motions to the small table he's sitting at and says, "So, Shirebrook, that's kind of a no-go zone these days for many reasons. But that doesn't mean we don't go."
Well, I have my reasons to believe that the town itself should be relatively safe. I can't speak to the seas around it, but the town itself. So I appreciate that it's going to cost a little bit more to get a ship to go out there, but I'm not looking to get ripped off. My father was a merchant. I know how much these things cost, so a reasonable price, and we can have a reasonable deal.
Okay. And you just need a drop off, not pick up?
I will be there for less than a day. I'm hoping that the ship can wait a few hours while I conduct my business, and if I require, take me back. Otherwise, I may stay.
So, just a quick fact-finding mission, it seems. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. But maybe I don't know. Depending on how well it goes, there may be other stops. So I'd like to leave the potential of a longer journey open.
If we're gonna do a longer journey, I'm gonna need to know where you might be going. I don't like
Okay.
surprises.
Well, I know that the soldiers over there have got designs on Newfort, but I wouldn't mind getting there first. So that's potentially a place we could go. There's also, do you know Rockwave?
Yeah,
So
on
maybe
the
there as
peninsula.
well.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Well,
maybe
Shirebrook and Rockwave should be no problem. Newfort, on the other hand, I think it's a little too hot right now. We're caught offshore when the fleet arrives.
Okay.
We'll be in a little bit of trouble. More trouble than I'm willing to take on for this. But Shirebrook and Rockwave, no problem.
Okay, well, it seems fair. So to Shirebrook first, I'll nip into the keep, recover my my belongings, and then we can head to Rockwave.
He looks a little surprised when you talk about your belongings from the keep of Shirebrook, but doesn't bring it up and doesn't mention it. And says, okay, shall we set sail this evening under the cover of night?
You're the captain, but yes, that sounds agreeable.
Good. Get your stuff together. Go find the wench down on the docks. It's my ship.
Okay.
Be aboard just after sundown.
How many men will you bring with you?
Just enough to crew the ship. You're not going to be needing manpower, are you?
Not for fighting, but perhaps for carrying. Moving some stuff out of the keep. I'll make sure everything's safe first, and then if you can help me gather some boxes.
It'll cost extra, but we can do it.
Okay, that seems fair. All right, well, I shall see you here this evening then. I'll go and pack and prepare.
He gives you a nod, stands up, and shakes your hand, or puts his hand out to be shook.
Yeah, great. I shake his hand.
All right, and the two of you head your separate ways. You will be meeting him down by the docks this evening. The ship is called the Wench.
The wench.
No
Right,
adjectives on that one. Yeah.
I like that. It's original. Everyone's got adjectives.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay.
Okay. So, anything that you need to prep before you hop on this ship and sail away?
Can we hand wave things like rations and stuff?
Yes.
Like I don't need to worry about that.
Yeah.
Trying to look at my character sheet. I'm pretty sure that I've got everything that one man could possibly need. I've got my extendo staff, I've got my spell books, I've got my cloak of arachnidia.
Extendo staff. What a name.
Extendo staff +2. I've got my +3 daggers of throwing. And I've got a shitload of gems and stuff. I leave my mithril chain shirt at home. Oh, longsword and naga armor. I'm going to delete that. Okay. Yeah, no, I think I'm good. I don't think I need anything.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I grab some crates actually, like boxes, to put books in.
Okay, some empty crates.
Yeah.
Sure. Jeeves asks you where you're going.
I tell him,
Lord?
oh, well, Jeeves, I'm going to be gone for a week or two. I'm heading back to Shirebrook.
Do be careful, my lord.
I left all my books in Aldrich's Tower, so I need to go and get them.
Of course. Should Master Van come back, is there anything I should say to him?
That reminds me, I wonder if Van would want anything from the temple. There was scrolls in the temple, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Go back and get them too, maybe. If Van asks, you tell him that I was going back to Shirebrook to recover my library. I'm sure he'll understand.
Of course, my lord. Do be careful. I hear there are demons in that part of the world.
Yeah, I hear there might be. I heard some rumors of demons too. Look, while I'm gone, make sure you order the new Bermuda grass and the plants that were destroyed by the dwarves. We need that fixed up for when Van returns.
Of course, my lord. It's on the way right now. Just
I would expect.
a hitch in the plans. The merchant from Mystria hasn't arrived yet.
Blast. But I pay you to manage these things, Chief, so I'm sure you're working.
Of course, my lord, of course. I'll take care of it. Don't you worry.
Very well. I pat him on the shoulder and say, look after the place. And then I walk out thinking of the last time I caught him with those two young girls all naked. It's like, he's going to be having a great, massive party while we're not here.
Maybe. We'll find out. Well, maybe we should one day play through Jeeves' storyline, what he does when everyone else is out of town.
Yeah, that would be quite funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gather my stuff. I pack a backpack of spare clothes and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I head out to the docks to find the wench.
Okay. You do find the ship that evening, down at the end of one of the docks off to the side. It's not a terribly large ship, but that is not actually a problem in this case. It's got 2 masts, and yeah, it looks cozy, looks ready to go. It's got a bunch of sailors on it who are standing around, not inconspicuously, but not too conspicuously either. You know, it's just prepped and ready to go here at night.
Yeah, I took from our conversation that it's not illegal what we're doing, but it's perhaps a little bit frowned upon.
Yeah, it's the sort of like, you know, the army is about to go invade Afghanistan and Iraq, but you're like, oh, let's go on vacation to Kabul for a while, guys. Like, let's go, you know, you probably shouldn't be doing that, and you might get in trouble if you do, but no one's explicitly stopping you, but it doesn't mean you can't get screwed by it. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right, you guys hop onto the ship. It pulls out of the harbor and gets underway. Let's take a look at our map here.
Yeah, let's have a look at the map.
All right, so I believe the route your vessel will be taking is going to do a little bit of this. Kind of sticking close somewhat to the shore, just in case.
Yeah.
Pulling around the peninsula.
There is White Shore as well.
And then coming up to Shirebrook. And then, if need be, over to Rockwave.
Yeah, which means we'll be sailing past the river up to the Goblin Fort.
Mm-hmm.
That we went past that time. Okay, well, I've been on sea journeys before.
Yep, many a time. And so the ship takes off, and you guys go out at night, and we're actually going to take a break here. I know it's kind of early, but I need to go sort something out. And when we come back, we will see what sort of trouble we get into. So see you guys on the other side of the break. Bye-bye.
See you guys.